in. Watch for the kitties. Hi, coming in. You know the way, Trina. Hi, come on in. You know the way. Just land. Just to close the screen when you come in. Yeah, just the screen. They're super friendly. They're just like all over you. Hi. Hi. Do you need me to wear a mask?
Oh, if you want to.
I had 3 vaccinations.
Okay, well then
I'm
you should
okay.
be good.
I'm good, I think. Okay.
Hi,
But I
my name
will
is
if you.
Denise.
Hi, Denise.
It's very nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you. Coming in.
Yeah, this is
Watch
beautiful.
the floor. It's,
Looks
yeah.
looks amazing in here.
Oh, here you go. There's a.
Very
That's
nice. Very nice.
Thank you. I was trying to make sure it didn't smell catty, you know.
No, not at all.
Cat.
Not
I
at
worry.
all.
I worry about that. You
Yeah,
know how when
cat
you first.
mom.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, they love Trina.
Yeah, 'cause they smell my cat.
They love.
They do.
They just love Trina.
Hi, baby. Okay.
Thank you for coming all the way out.
No worries.
Appreciate it.
I wanted to come out here. I just want to make sure you were here, and I want to make sure I knew where you were at.
Yeah, here all the time.
I see you're getting more of those tickets, huh?
Oh well, no, I've got a. We talked about it. I made you some copies to take back with you stuff.
Okay.
But the tickets, I'm going to try again to get into a program where they'll let me pay, or there's supposed to be the waiver coming for all the homeless tickets because take a deep breath. My DMV would only be $652 for both vehicles if the tickets they did do the one-time waiver for.
Oh.
Yeah, so I
We
figured that
wouldn't
out.
have a problem paying the tickets.
Oh,
My
there's a lot
only
of them.
problem would
There's
be
a lot of them at this point.
right. But my problem would be to occur more.
Oh, yeah.
So that's where we're at with it. We have no problem with paying for the tickets, regardless.
I was just trying to work out components to make it.
Well, where the city is being very nasty to you, and we're going to admit that, is that even if you took care of the arrears, they're constantly giving more.
Yeah.
And so it kind of puts you in that same category. And they're putting the pressure because they really want to get rid of the van in their neighborhood.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure it's the neighbors doing all that.
I'm so aware of that.
Yeah,
they're very vocal.
We
had fireworks last night, and they were right outside. I mean, there's everybody doing fireworks,
right?
But this happens at least.
This is their little desirable.
Are you okay with her doing that?
Because that's what cats do. They climb.
Oh, they
figure it out.
And they make you rub them. See?
Oh, they are.
She's trying to get to Trina, really.
Oh, look, you want to get out there.
Oh,
you wants to climb. That's what they do.
You busted. Yeah, this guy's here. He's really chill, but I'm not even sure she's really a cat. I mean, sometimes she'll just be sitting there and she'll just. And you're like, whoa! A tornado just went off in my living room.
So my goal was, did the van need repairs?
Yes. There is. Okay, let me back up. For 10 months now, oh no, more than that. My husband's been gone next week, a year. So for a year, I've been piecemealing what was a fuel pump problem in the beginning, and I essentially had to trade my generator for a fuel pump job up in the mountains. I came down, it worked, it was fine. But what happened was the months that we were in the Project Room Key in Sacramento, raccoons ate in here, right? Okay, so while it was in the park in Sacramento County, like they just left it there and let it stay there because I just like immediately went to court when they filed an adult abuse protective claim on me against my husband. He was 68 with liver cancer, so I went right to court immediately. But so they just left the RV there. So what happened was the raccoons have eaten a lot of the wiring. Like I won't even use, like if I were to go to the campground, I'm not even going to plug in the RV itself because I'm concerned. We used to have fine AC, everything. Okay, I'm trying not to get overpopulated. Okay, so there is a brake light issue and a blinker issue, and there's something that makes a sound
like
up there,
shorty?
A short. And this is far country. So I have this guy came out and went all over it. The car has one issue that's called an oil pressure sender, but the RV.
Oh, he's a real auto body shop. Good.
Yeah, we got him through. Me and Regina, we worked looking for and going. She suggested Yelp. I went, but finally found this guy. He's through a thing called mobilemechanics.com.
Mm-hmm.
So you pay the company, okay, and then they don't release the money to the mechanic until you're happy with his job.
Mm.
So it's not just like finding someone on Yelp or Craigslist, or like it goes through a system. He's also perfectly willing to come down and give his credentials and his ID and stuff at the office. He's
And he will take credit cards.
Oh yes, and
Yeah, because I'm
yeah, well,
dealing with the city and county.
no, I understand, and it's the mobile mechanic. I'll send you the link so you can understand it. I didn't go real hard through it, but I understood that it was like, that you could pay into the, like I understood that. I've been robbed twice from all my donations from the homeless, the Bay Area civil rights, what are they called? The lawyers?
Bay Area
The
Legal
very legal aid.
No, not them. The San Francisco Bay Area Committee, Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights. Okay. One of their media person collected $550 off of people through the Homeless Coalition themselves. That's why I went to their protest, because they're all down there. Remember I told you about going to the protest in front of the SFMTA? This mechanic, my first one, just took it all because I thought, I got him through my kids' youth center. I lived here 17 years, so I got him recommended to my kids' youth center. So I didn't think twice of giving him $700 and something.
Yeah,
didn't do anything. He'd come at night, and I'm sick. I wouldn't go out there. I'm nervous. I've been married 28 years. I'm like,
well, and you're like probably like, what damn mechanic is coming out at nighttime?
Well,
like, what could you see, man?
Well,
what could you see?
No, but he come from our, and he did. He like, okay, when the RV got brought down, I had to do it. I know these neighbors hate me for it, but I had no choice. It was getting snowed in. When I got it, everything was frozen in here. Papers, clothes, water jugs.
Wow, you made it look really
everything. The first few nights, I just kept sleeping in the car. I'd walk in here and go, because we had the first snowstorm up there, and so we just literally to get it out of there, we just like basically bribed the AAA guy because they won't tow them if they're not got stickers on them, right? So my daughter just passed off some cash to go get it out of here. You know? And I got a beautiful photograph of snow on the ground and the sun and the RV going. I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go. So I come here. When it got here, it was a Saturday, and there was one place for parking. This one spot right here was literally the only spot. And these neighbors all come out shaking their fists, yelling, screaming. I'm not trying to be racially insensitive. I'm from the South, okay? I know what lynch moms feel like now, okay? Okay. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it because it is what it is. And I took a whole bunch of pieces of paper and wrote, you saw, COVID widow on a hunger strike immediately. And I put the intimidation of occupation on the side, because I know the law.
How did they respond to that?
It went undercover. Like it became the fireworks. Poop would get dropped at the back of the truck, and then they'd call the people to come clean it, and they'd take, and the people that would come out, and the people would come out and make a big thing about putting the disinfectant around my RV. So I'd get out in the middle of the road and take pictures and be,
my glasses, they look like Hello Kitty.
Yeah,
they do.
But it's I had to do what I had to do for my health. I knew from the beginning I had cancer. Like I already knew. Like there was no, to me, my maternal aunt died of it, so I've always,
My cousin did.
So it's got that thing in it, TikTok to it. So I kept working with this mechanic for a while, and he fed into my paranoia about the people. Okay, and that's how he come out at night, because he came all the way from the outskirts of Sacramento to help me. But he's recommended by the Sunset Youth Center, who are my bestest, I thought, my bestest friends.
Yeah, and then he might have been a good guy, but then seen a woman alone.
And I started to get like this went on. This and he made a big ass estimate, and I'm not saying any of these okay. I think he was sitting around waiting for the payday, and it never was going to come. And he just got, and he just thought that money that he got was to come out here and talk to me.
Which is almost $1,000.
It could have got, So my homeless friends got wind of this. Now I did get ripped off by another guy, but it was only $100. I can live with that. And you're dealing with people and drugs and you do what you do. And I'm not. My husband. Sorry. Oh, she's got claws, big time, and she don't mind using them. I know. So my husband always dealt with this stuff. So we had these homeless guys. Some of them are kind of crazy. they saved my faith in humanity.
Hmm.
Okay, they one set of them. Now there've been like 10 mechanics altogether through the last year, but these guys went off to Bayshore, found an RV with tires just like mine about to be towed off,
Yeah, there's a lot of,
switched
yep,
off the
there's a lot
tires.
of
So I have
uh-huh.
practically brand new tires, and they didn't charge nothing. I just made a big meal for everybody, and they were all like, "Oh, we did that," you know. And
Yeah.
they yanked out the refrigerator because we're all. And this guy here too says it's a hazardous. We got to pull out the floors thing because he's worried these things are going to fall through.
Hmm.
Yeah, and we already, me and the crazy guys already took out the refrigerator, which required cutting it in half.
That's not a lot in damages, $1,120.
That's just for the RV. The SUV has got some issues that are kind of like it's not able to pass smog because
Mm.
it's and the light sensor keeps coming on.
Mm.
And here's the thing, I've had like both vehicles. I've just been like under major stuff, you know, like that one too. You know, well, see, the first mechanic, the one that took the money, he did fix for $400, fixed my oil leak that on the SUV that I come here to fix. Like it took like a month and a half to figure out where it was and da da da. But so I had confidence in him, and he did, you know, and it's not had any problems. But he couldn't figure out the smog thing. This guy is a former smog technician,
Mm.
and he's willing to drive it to the smog place for me to get it into the, you know, whatever
Yeah,
they
to certify
say.
it. Hmm.
Because I'm kind of like mental about things that my husband used to do,
Yeah.
and I can't seem to do certain things, you know, like
Mm.
smog, going to
Things
DMV.
that he would be doing.
Yeah, DMV
Right.
about killed me. Like, I'm serious. The
No,
3 hours in
yeah,
there and not having him there, and he'd always make
yeah.
me take his picture when he was putting the tag on, his new stickers on, and like I have a whole set of, you know, photos of him like that. I'm photo obsessed, as you can see. Uh, so this guy, I feel like, and I've talked to him. He's a younger guy, and he's serious. You know, he's got 13 pretty good reviews on the Mobile Mechanic. I can send you that link too. And I feel pretty confident about that. He understands that my issues, like he's got safety checks he wants to do on everything before,
Yeah.
because I want to be able to be in fire country and drive this thing out. You know, like because the RV park is right on Highway 101. You can get off and get
Is
out
it
of.
in Vallejo or is it in Vacaville? Because I know
No,
it's
no, it's
707.
Mendocino. It's all the way up
Mendocino.
in
Oh, okay.
Willits. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm having an issue with them. They will not answer for me.
All right. Let me move to that
And
section.
they won't give me an email address on the paperwork that you sent to us.
Okay, I can get
And
anything.
I have left them 5
All right.
messages or more, and even one today,
I
and
got
I
you.
never get a phone call
They're
back
they're
from them.
they're the guy who runs it is a good friend of my friend who's going to be my caretaker as I go instead of going into hospice. I've got it set up with her. She's already moved up there. Okay, she got helps from Faithful Fools. They bought her a $1,500 fifth wheel.
Mhm.
She's already got it moved in. It's two spaces down from where I'm going to be. The owner has bought a third park, and the person in the office has quit. And then there's a fax number. He says he can fax you. The other Wednesday when you were here, he was here on the phone ready to talk.
Yeah,
But
we don't
I
have a
can't.
fax machine.
Yeah, I can't get to the their reception on the telephone. I can't get Mitzi on the phone. Like
Yeah,
I
I
literally.
can't either. Well, one thing I
So
can say is they have an answering service now. I was calling before they didn't even have one.
yeah, so these
It was
are
just like,
country.
"Beep."
Okay, so these are country pick people, and that's I think we're like no technology whatsoever to deal with. I had another picture I was going to show you, but yeah, here it is. The front. They took these pictures to show me my spot.
Mm-hmm.
There's the front. He's going to put me right up front where this
Oh,
Tioga is because
yeah.
he's worried about ambulances and stuff getting in and out. And they're,
Okay, yeah.
you know, it's only 7 miles from Willits,
Yeah.
north of Willits, right before the redwoods start. So it's not like super high.
Beautiful.
You know. Yeah, I'm really kind of. I don't know what I think about anything at this point. So this will be my spot.
It's a
And
little emotional leaving this
it's
place.
my husband.
Yeah.
He would have loved this. I feel like he's leading the way.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna leave it at that. So this would be my spot. Okay. Yeah, this little like this area here would be my front door.
Yeah.
And then they're right down here. Their trailers. The thing they bought is right there.
Yeah.
And okay, so this is their move-in. She's just dying up there. She's like, how can the caregiver be up here before the cancer person? She's just like really nagging me and being. She drove down the other day, so.
Yeah, you know, my issue is that they're not answering. And I know that there's things that they want done, like they need the registration taken care of. Totally understand that. And the license, the insurance. I get those things too. So, are you going to be driving the
Oh
car?
no, but she's gonna. Missy and her husband are gonna come down.
So I would
Or
need them to start participating with me now
okay.
because
Or we could get a driving service that can just get it, like be insured and just take it up there and drop it off. You know,
right,
you
but
know,
who's the car is gonna be registered to?
me.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
registered to
to you.
you,
It's just a
and
simple $15
and you
transfer
have to
fee.
have insurance on it as well,
I've got
right?
insurance. Yeah.
Okay, you
She's
have
still,
insurance already.
insurance is still on it in my husband's name. I don't know how,
Great.
but I don't think it'll be any big deal to switch it
Okay,
over. I
good.
have insurance in my name on the car. If they're bad, just squish them off because they are just like so.
He want to get up in the. He was trying to get in this pocket.
Yeah, treats and all kinds of stuff. Yes, I
Like, no.
know, I know, I know. I just discovered she has a huge. Come here. Oh, I just know
But I
that's
just
her.
got my cat nails clipped because them things.
Oh, look, she's
They're
got a
good.
heart. She has a heart on her belly.
Oh.
Isn't that amazing?
That is so cute.
My daughter-in-law got him for me when we found out about the cancer. She's just like, you have to have. It was either that or a chihuahua.
So on her end, Denise, what would she need to really do? Try to get the people to get.
Well, there's several moving parts to
Oh,
this
yeah.
that we have to kind of figure out, right?
Right.
So one of the moving parts to this is this area, right? Because HSH is only concerned with permanent housing. And so if they can start at least communicating with me, then she can start the process of the application because the application they gave us was blank. They didn't write anything in it.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything. They just sent down a whole bunch of papers that were blank. And of course, we can't do anything with that.
Yeah.
The second part of this is fixing the vehicle and removing it so that we can get the tickets. So that's why I was in hopes that whoever can fix it, then it has to be immediately moved. Because if then I can take every ticket it has and wipe it clean and be done with it. Because they have it highlighted that registration has to be clean, which means she can't go in with any tickets. And as it stands, they're going to continue to give her tickets because they want her gone. And they are working with, we know from being in a dispatch line. So when I was working with her, DPD would call all the time and say, come get them out so we can tow them. And I'd say no.
Gotcha.
Thank you for calling us.
Gotcha.
Because that's not what I'm into.
Right.
So this is the war
I understand
that the city is kind of having on homelessness. And the city is not all together on it because HSH, which is my city sponsor, doesn't want this to happen. And they're willing to take city funds and pay another entity of the city. But when I was talking to the government, what has to make sense is we have to swoop all the tickets up at once so that it's a clean registration. So that when she goes in, we can register in her name and we can roll it into the park. So we would need the park communicating with us as well as us getting the car fixed and then moving it. Because if I can't get this car out this neighborhood, it's just they're gonna set us up for failure.
Right.
Because DPT is not gonna stop.
Right.
And we can't make them.
Gotcha.
And that's why I was hoping that even if that guy had an area where we could tow the car and he could fix it and you could stay there.
No, there's not.
There's no area.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
He'll be done in 2 days max.
Okay.
Like he'll be faster than and cheaper than a shop.
Okay. So that would be good. And then if he was to fix the car, where do you think we can have someone drive it and move it so that we can stop the tickets from coming and I can wipe it clean? Do you think Bayshore is a nicer neighborhood? I know it's not a nicer neighborhood, but do they ticket a lot over there, Trina? You guys don't have that RV park no more, huh?
No, that was by Balboa.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they closed that down. With the VTC.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
that's
not
where
anymore.
Mitzi was.
Yeah, that's where Mitzi and Randy were. Yeah, no, not anymore.
What about in the baby? Are they towing ticketing
So
over there?
I have to call JJ because that's her district and just see because I don't really know. But
Yeah,
I'm
because I
actually
was
gotta
hoping
go.
I could partner with you guys on that because you get what I'm saying,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That
yeah,
we got to get it out this neighborhood.
yeah.
It's not good.
And that's
They're
correct. Yeah,
relentless. They're not going to
yeah.
stop.
They own something else.
And like
Yeah, I
even
know.
with her email, she has like the tickets laid out, and then you have the arrear tickets because the registration is there, but then you have like 7 more tickets.
Yeah,
So it's
Yeah,
like,
and they keep
and they keep coming.
Yeah.
and
They
they
keep
keep coming.
coming. So that's why I was telling the government, I got to get this car out of this neighborhood so the tickets can stop.
Yeah,
Then I can take care of one problem. Because as we stand, I can't clean a problem up so that it could be
and it keeps
boom,
recurring
clean
the
the
same
tickets up,
problem.
boom, clean the registration up, boom, fix the vehicle, boom, pay the moving costs, drive off into where you're going. And then they're going to need to have the person that's going to drive the car. So HSH checks all
maybe
that
we do
too.
need just to get a service for that
If you can
because
find one,
I
that would be
they're on
really good.
Craigslist, people that are
Yeah,
insured and
and the only
bonded
reason
and
why we asked you to do it because as a business, if I referred someone, it could look like nepotism,
yeah,
and then
this is
it
San
could, yeah,
Francisco.
right,
Yeah,
right,
right.
but it could look
No,
like
I
that
know that.
from a
No,
business
no, I
standpoint, and
understand
you
that
can definitely
completely.
go to a lawyer and said she sent me to this person and they
No,
were
And
no
then
good, and
yeah,
then
yeah,
you get where I'm going. So
absolutely.
that's the only reason why we kind of make you
No,
do the
I understand.
legwork
No, that's no
because then it would
problem.
be
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's okay, I'm okay. It would be
Kitty made it.
it would be of your choosing.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha.
then I can always
Yeah.
say client choice,
Okay.
client choice, client choice.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work, it's not like you sent me to your cousin Bob.
and
Yeah.
they,
Right.
yeah,
You know, because
yeah,
it could be. Could be my cousin, could be my
yeah,
brother, could be my friend.
right,
We
Well,
don't
right.
know.
we could just get a driver service. They're all over Craigslist, and they're like they do this. It's what they do. Once it's running and ready to drive, and like the actual fixing of it, a day or two, and
Okay.
then the going to DMV could be done. Like at the same like
Yeah, they can be
if
done
if they're
simultaneously
done,
if we
I
can.
could be out of here day after tomorrow. My husband's 1 year anniversary is on the 7th, and I'm trying so hard to get mentally where I'm like, okay, I did this, I did this, I did
Well,
this,
how I would look at it is
is
to get the car fixed, to move it. Since you want to get it fixed here, get the car fixed, but we have to move it. Because if we don't move it, I'm never going to be able to take care of the tickets.
gotcha. No, I'm moving. As far as
Yeah.
the moving of it, like I can go put it like in another spot to park it. Like I can find another parking spot. But
Right.
I don't really think Bayshore is quite.
Right. And the
You
only
know.
reason why I'm trying to say neighborhoods that might be going downhill a little bit is because you're going to keep dealing with this in
Yeah.
another place.
Yeah.
These people here are
Yeah,
in $1 million properties. It may not look like it
No, I
because it's a
understand that. No,
sham,
they actually
but
come
there's
tell me this at my
yeah,
Oh,
door.
no,
yeah.
no. I'm
They-
telling you,
No.
there's this neighborhood called Sunnydale where it's very, very
Girl-
bad. There were projects. Those brick homes are going for $8.99.
girl, I saw
$8.99.
that.
They're going for
I
$8.99,
saw
and they're not
that.
even main real estate. They are called below market
Right,
rate,
yeah.
meaning they're low income ownership, and they're $8.99. The techers have took San Francisco and made this shit unlivable.
Here's the thing about California.
Unlivable.
In the next 10 years, if you don't have no money, you ain't gonna be able to live in California, especially the Bay Area.
Oh, they're pushing us out. This is a very real thing you're going through. So if
Yeah.
anything today,
I
you've
know.
gotten peace of mind to know you're not in the twilight zone.
No, I
Rod
know.
Sterling's not going to walk up. No, this is happening, and we
Yeah,
know
it's-
this is happening,
and
and that's why I
it's
kept
true.
telling the city I got to get her out the neighborhood,
Yeah.
the whole neighborhood,
Yeah.
because if I move you from one street to another, it's going to happen again,
Right.
and it's going to happen again.
Well,
The neighborhoods that
yeah.
are a little bit
I feel like this could happen in 3 days. I think it's just a 72-hour thing. I think it could be even quicker than that once we get the mechanic of now.
Yeah.
I haven't reached out to him in a week because I feel kind of stupid, over and over. You still there, But he's always upbeat, and he'll just come when because it's
Yeah.
simple work for him. Me tracking down battery drainage in 2 vehicles is like mind-boggling.
no. I
Because my
referred to him.
radio comes on spontaneously. I figured out what to do. I put it on the Christian praise station.
It comes on.
So when it comes on and it blasts, right?
That's the
When I
Lord.
was living in the
That's
car,
the Lord.
when I was living in the car, it would just like come on, and I'd come up out of like a heart attack state. So the other day I was driving down the road and it blasted on. It was praise Jesus, and I'm a Baptist, right? I was raised in Baptist church. I was like, all right. So I
Right.
just left it on there.
Thank you. Right.
And every so often it just blasts, but I worry about it because it drains the car.
Right,
That's what I'm trying to
right,
get out.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's what I figured it out, what to do about it. because it giving me a heart attack. So all of a sudden, you just praise Jesus.
Right. So definitely,
Amen.
if I can take down, if you can write his information
You know,
down
I
on
don't
a
know
piece
why
of
I did.
paper
I can
for
give
me,
you the.
then what we can try to do is do it in 3 stages.
Let me
One
just give you the
stage,
receipts here,
yeah, one
the estimates,
stage
because I
he
can print
comes
these
out.
out. I can
Okay,
print these out
perfect.
again, and then this,
Perfect,
and then
perfect. And
Yeah,
this.
this
so
is
we
him,
know kind
This
of
is
where you
him.
Matthew.
at and know
Yeah.
what you have to do
Oh,
in
and he's
trying to
on
get
slow. Good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah. So here is the photos, and my caregiver to be is up there already.
Are you able to have your caregiver get to an office person and then call you
Yes,
so that
I
you can
will
talk to
figure
them
out how to do that,
and then
so we
let
can
them
get
know that I
someone to
need
call
a
you.
cell phone?
Okay.
Because evidently they don't hang in the office too
Well,
much.
and the reception up there is horrible. I can't. I have a really hard time getting her, so I may have to
And
like email
on
her.
best word, I
Please
won't
repeat.
call them and bother
No,
them
no,
all the
no,
time.
not even
I know that
worried.
they may
Okay,
not
so
want that, but
here's my car information. I copied these. I didn't know what you needed of stuff.
okay.
That's that's me trying to get a ticket program, and then this is like what you're.
Your registration?
Yeah, it's in there eventually. That's RV, and then that's as of May 4th.
Yeah, yeah, these are their.
Then there's my death certificate and marriage certificate, just for the purpose of having it. Um, yeah. So, and this. Now this is the really horrible one. I'm just gonna throw it out there because my doctor is so mad at me because I've missed surgery twice.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to go in on the 23rd. It's 3 surgeries. Like I'm supposed to. So they wrote this really crappy thing. This is my active care thing. This is for you to take with you, and this is like what I actually have, and it's how big it is, 2.4, which is pretty big. And then they talk about my housing situation. So maybe you show this to the city, and they see. And then there's my next appointment with my general doctor, primary cancer, the
And
right
then,
breast.
the thing too.
So maybe if
Denise,
you show the city, the government people that, they might do
her
more.
missing
Well, the
her.
government's going to help you anyway, regardless of this, because you're
Yeah, because
experiencing
I'm
homeless in San Francisco, so you're already
yeah.
eligible for the
So
program. This is, your HIPAA stuff. I
yeah.
would rather not have it because it's
Okay.
sensitive medical stuff
Gotcha,
that I
gotcha.
cannot put
All
in the
right.
one system.
Gotcha. So it doesn't need.
This is also very sensitive stuff that I cannot put in the one system.
Okay,
And I'm
gotcha.
not rejecting it. I'm
No,
just
I'm just
letting you
showing you it
know that
exists.
without
Yeah.
any of this, I would
Okay.
still help you.
Okay.
Because
Just take what you
there's
need.
2
That's why I made
eligibilities for
extras.
me: homeless, San Francisco. You fit the bill. The only reason
Okay.
why I said your daughter didn't is because she was in Alameda.
Yeah, they're in roommate situation.
Okay,
They
good,
just
good, good,
can't
good.
help me. That's
Good,
what
good,
the
good.
problem
No,
is, and they
that's
feel
fine.
so guilty. They're
No,
like,
no, no.
and they're
we're
very
here.
supportive emotionally. But
So I'm thinking that we're going to take it from this level: mechanic, move the vehicle, pay the registration, move you in.
sounds good. Okay, I need to talk about a couple things more. Um, now we're gonna go for a driver, so gas is not an issue then, because before it was gas to get up there, but
Right.
I can just drive my car up there.
Yeah, so you're going to have to find a driver.
Yeah, so I'll find the driving service. So that would like replace the need for
And
gas.
you already have the insurance. I'm going to need the proof of insurance.
Yeah, I'll get all that. And up to get it transferred over, I'll probably have to put it in my name. I'm not really
you're gonna have to
sure
put in your name because we need to bring it to DMV.
Right. So I'll work on that this week.
DMV's registration and insurance go together.
Yeah.
Because
so
you
I'll
have
get that
to have at
switched
least
over.
liability as a state law.
So I'll change that over right away. I'll find a driving service, and I do feel like if we just like jumped on it, it'd be a matter of just out, done, gone.
Yeah.
I feel like that.
don't have a problem with jumping on it. We just gotta get out of here.
I just have one other need that I need to talk about, and this is because of my health. The weather up there, because we're going through such extremes right now. I've got to have some kind of portable AC unit from like Home Depot or Amazon or somewhere, because it's like 95 up there right now. Going, it hit 100 the other day.
We're not worried about that. We can give you an Amazon gift card. It's not a big deal.
I'm just like,
I
can't pull
big deal,
together.
to be honest with you, the big deal is them and the tickets.
Yeah.
Okay.
The reason why I put the tickets up there is because they're going to come every day, and I'm not going to be able to clean your registration. They won't want you.
Yeah, gotcha.
And if I do all those things and they don't answer,
oh no,
I don't have a resolution.
The reason we can be sure there's going to be a resolution is because my caregivers, the husband is related. He's like the stepfather-in-law of the manager.
But I can't do it on my own. They're not responding.
Right,
to me.
I got you. But we can. I mean, between us.
Yeah.
I understand.
You have to get them to respond to me.
You.
Because I have to pay them.
Right.
And if they don't respond to me,
they
how
do
do
take
I pay them?
Yeah, the charity.
Well, no, I can cut them a check.
No, the charity called and they took a credit card. So I'm not sure.
I can do that as well, but they have to respond to me. They have to have a lease with you signing it and them signing it and it dating it so that the government has a contract that knows you're going to go
Okay.
there and not some back alley deal that says I'll take her money and then she gets down there and then you're calling us again saying they won't let me in. You know what I mean?
Well,
You'd be surprised, but this is what the county wants. I'm not saying they're going to do that. I'm just saying what the county wants.
okay.
So we need them to respond so that we can get the documentation. I can pay them, and then I know you can go. So the last thing probably would be on my list is the driver service. You'll have that all together,
I
but
will.
that would be taking you and putting you into housing. My two biggest things at this point, since we have the mechanic, I'm not worried about that anymore. My two biggest things is tickets and them,
Okay.
because those are the two things. They both run congruent with each other.
Yeah,
They're together. They're hand in hand.
I'm a little worried about that with the signed lease because he told me on the telephone that his owners weren't having us sign a lease until they got the money. Okay,
We
so
don't have a problem with giving them the
uh
money. He
no
just
no
has to
but
the
let us
lease.
know that he's gonna approve you. I
yeah,
can't pay him and he doesn't approve you. He
okay,
has to
so
let me. You know,
here's
normally how real estate goes is a
I
person
understand.
applies for a unit, then they run you and
And
they
they
see if
say,
you're
I
approved or
will
not.
rent this
And
place to
Right.
this person,
they give
and
you a
then they
rental
do,
agreement.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then if they give me a rental agreement, then I can pay and then you can sign the lease.
Here's an email between Regina and Jerry for June 1st, and hi Jerry, I received your voicemail, and he told her on the phone that I was pre-approved because she called me to tell me on May 21st that she said that.
Yeah, but he has to tell that to the people that's going to pay him.
Okay, and then
I'm
it
going
says
to pay
here,
him.
but at the time she was doing this, and then it says here, just to clarify, we do not need the lease to be signed to submit for payment.
No, that's
We
why I
just need
said
a
we need a
lease.
rental agreement.
But he won't sign it until he has the money, and
Oh,
then
but that's not how real estate works.
well, she told
For
him.
how real estate works, regardless of that, because on my personal life, I'm a realtor. RV parks are great money because
Right.
all you have to do is keep your registration. But he has to at least say that you have been approved
He's told her that.
and that you have been
Well, you need to
vetted.
put that in
And this
writing.
is when he wants you to move in, and that if you pay these things, you can, and he has to sign it and date it. It is not saying that you will take possession. It is saying that we agree for her to take possession if these things happen. And what's the problem was happening is Jerry is not speaking to me, the person who's going to pay him.
Okay.
So if he did,
So-
and he also has to
But
fill out an FAA
he
from
did
me.
all this for Regina. Is what I'm saying. Like he
Regina told me before she left she couldn't get him. She couldn't get to him, and then when she did talk to him, he didn't sound too pleased, and he said that he would send some papers, and the papers I have are all blank.
okay. Well, he said I was pre-approved, and it is
And unfortunately, Regina should have told me that. She never
Yeah.
told me that you were pre-approved, and she never told
Yeah.
me she has any language of you being pre-approved.
all right. Well,
And even in here, it's saying, I received your voicemail. Thank you for getting back to me.
Yeah.
I tried giving you a call back, but was not able to leave a message. Just to clarify, this is what I need.
yeah,
that doesn't say
well,
anything
it just
about
says a
approval.
lease. It doesn't say a lease. That's,
Right, but she never put
Yeah.
anything in here that said you
Okay.
approved her.
No,
You
I
know what I
understand.
mean?
No, I understand. You have your perimeters, but if the thing is to get me
This
out
is
of
the
here,
government. I can't
I
go over
understand
them.
that.
This their
Yeah.
money.
No, I
HSH.
Gotcha. I know. I'm getting that.
I got a meeting too.
Oh, I know. You said you
Hold
guys
on, yeah,
had to go
so
before
So
12:30.
two
Okay.
things I need from you. When
Okay.
I go back to the office, I'm gonna
I'll
call the
send you.
mechanic.
Okay.
I'm gonna get started on that.
Okay. So
Two things I need
me.
from you. I need you to get the driver's service. Well, the first thing we want, I'm gonna take care of the him.
Okay.
Okay, and then taking care of him means that we can move the car and I can take care of the tickets.
Yes.
So that's those two things stomped out.
Gotcha.
What I really need from you is Creekside and the driver service. The driver
Creekside.
service is at your leniency, but Creekside is
And insurance.
is the kicker,
imperative.
and
Yes.
she knows that because we can't touch anybody unless we have a permanent housing resolution.
Gotcha.
And I'm really supposed to have Creekside first. But
Yeah.
HSH is allowing me to do this my way,
Okay.
because if we don't do it my way, you can't have Creekside because you're going to have more tickets. And it says highlighted in their application, because I went through it with great detail. It has to have a clean bill of registration,
Gotcha.
license, and insurance.
Gotcha.
So
Right.
that is what they put.
Okay.
And so they have to at least approve or deny you to me so that I understand what's happening so that I can release the money.
Gotcha.
I can't just release money from the city and county of San Francisco with them not having guarantees that you're not going to be taken off the streets, because that would mean big trouble for me.
Gotcha.
They will be very, very upset. and this is going to be a very expensive resolution.
Gotcha.
And they don't mind paying, but they want to know you're going to be off the streets.
Definitely.
They don't want to pay, and then you're going to still be on the streets.
Right.
And then it's the same story. Someone ripped me off, and then they're looking at me, and I'll probably be the head to roll, and then you'll have another manager come down here because I won't have a job. So we got to get Creekside to respond,
I will.
because they are going to be the ones that keep us out of the ticket lane. And then when we clean it all up, register it in your name, take that insurance. Remember, put the insurance in your name.
Got
We
it
need
right
that
there.
too.
Yeah, 3
Once you,
insurance.
yep, all you need is liability. That means
Okay.
you hit somebody, you can pay them off.
Gotcha.
You know, that's all we need. And I'm pretty sure he's gonna have insurance on him too.
For the actual
Mhm,
moving
mhm.
of it, and that'll just
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
he'll have
insure
all
him,
that.
to
Yeah,
insure him.
yeah,
But
right.
I want you to get it to insure
No, it
you,
had to be
because you
able
have to
get
have
into
it on that
DMV.
park too.
Right, to be into the park, exactly. Right,
Because I
exactly.
read that they want
Yeah, they
clean
want it
bill of
clean and all
license.
the-
Yep,
right.
yep. So insurance for you, get that in your name, get that going good. I'm gonna deal with the mechanic Creekside.
I will get that's number one.
Creekside needs to talk to me,
Okay.
because I will be issuing the
Okay.
payments. I get it that they're speaking to the caregiver.
If
other
if I
different
have
people.
to drive up there, like if I have to, because I don't know what's going on. Like I'm so panicky at this point that. Okay, so what do you need him to like? If I go up there to physically get
I need to
paper from
physically
him,
speak to him so
Okay,
that we
speak
can
to
come
him.
upon an agreement on where he has started with you. Has he done an application?
Mhm.
Has he passed you through application? Is he willing to rent to you? Where are you at with her tenancy? Because as far as I'm concerned, there's a bunch of blank papers,
Okay.
and that is exactly what's in that thing.
Alright.
It's in my
Yeah,
car.
he
I got
told
the
me.
package in my car.
Yeah.
It's just blank papers.
Right.
And
you.
when me and the finance team and the government looked at it, they were like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
Like, these are copies of papers, and they just threw them back at me. I was like, "Well, this is what he gave her." And then they were looking, and then they were like, "Regina said he didn't want her there." I said, "Well, I don't think that. I don't think that. I don't think that." She said, Regina didn't say that conversation was so great they had.
Yeah, because I don't really
You
think
don't-
that's true, because
I don't- I
Mitzi
didn't-
and,
I wasn't-
Mitzi
I
and
didn't talk
Randy
to
are
him.
there.
Yeah, I
And-
didn't talk
and
to him.
Yeah.
So that's why I
Yeah.
said, I don't think so, because I can't say, because I never talked to him.
Yeah.
So I'm on the
Alright,
case
so
now.
I'll get
So
I'll get
I
that.
want to talk to him. So if he has not put you through the application process, let's do it now. Come on, I'll pay the application fee.
No, I'm in.
Yeah,
Like
give me-
I'm just telling you I'm in. So
Yeah.
like
So he needs to give me the paperwork that says
Gotcha.
you're in.
Okay.
He needs to give me the paperwork that says she has been approved for this slot, and she can take possession of this slot by this date if she gives me this money.
Right.
That's what I need to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Then I can
gotcha.
pay it.
She got
I'm
it.
ready.
Yeah,
I'm
and I
ready to
need
go.
it in
I'm
writing.
sorry. I hate the run.
No,
But
no,
I gotta
that's
go.
fine.
But
You got
yeah,
got
but
what
I'll
you gotta
check back
do.
in with you.
Okay.
Yeah,
watch the
and the
floor,
next
watch the
time
floor.
Trina comes down, I'm gonna follow her.
Okay.
Okay?
All
So
right.
that's my goal.
All right. Yeah.
All right?
Sounds good. It was nice to meet you.
Alrighty.
Bye,
It was a
Ramona.
pleasure. And can I tell you, this place is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I've been trying.
It's beautiful.
It's
Okay?
my sanctuary.
No, you can tell. You can tell. Okay?
Thank you so
We'll
much
see
for your
again.
time.
Okay? Yeah, get on top of those things. And I'll get you, and as long as they make sure that they're open. And even if there have your charity, and even if there's something going on with the exterior, no contact me. I will pay it all. I just need them to take it to you. Okay? Okay. No, we can give you a $500 gift card to Amazon, and you can take care of that on your own. You're savvy. You can get on the computer and do all that.
I'll figure out what.
Yeah.
I know. I was just coming to say hi before we left.
Okay. So I'll be talking to you. Okay.
Alright, thanks, Denise.
No worries. No worries.
Hey, girlfriend. I just wanted to come give you a hug and tell you hello and hi. Oh, wow.
Come on in the back.
You made some changes.
Oh,
Oh.
kind of the floor's bad, but I think we
Yeah.
really get some sitting. Yeah, grab your
I,
seat.
I heard. I
Right
heard.
over there.
Oh,
That's
this
a
one.
comfy one. That's a guest seat right there.
I heard. Oh wow! I like it. And you got kittens?
My daughter-in-law today, we found out about the cancer. She took me over to Fruitvale.
Yeah.
And got me two. There's two of them. There's a
Hi.
little boy in here hiding out. He's a little
Oh,
shy.
he's a little shy one. Do they look the same, or are they both tabby looking
You can barely tell them apart. She has a big heart on her tummy.
Mm. Oh, how cute! She does, right on her chest.
I know, isn't that neat? The boy
I
has
love
one
what
too.
you did, though. It looks so inviting and just
Girl,
nice.
I have found
and
every
just
everything on the streets.
Really?
I found everything.
Didn't have to pay for anything. That's the best
This
part.
was the sofa cushions. This I bought at Ross. Me and Ross do get along.
Yeah, I like Ross too. It's kind
I
of
love
hard not
Ross.
to. It's kinda
Yeah,
hard not
when I
to.
didn't get, but I found just stuff everywhere, and you know, like I found this picture
Love it.
frame on the.
Did you get
street.
this from Ross? Do all things
That
with Braylon?
I found that in Ross. But
I
this one,
love that.
the first one I found on a street corner from Ross was a Ross ticket, but it was broken. On the little thing was broken. I
Yeah,
put some
yeah.
glue on it. Fine.
Fixed it right up.
And then that was what got me hooked on the picture frames in here. I was like, okay, yeah, right
I
on.
love it. So you finally gonna get some assistance? It looks like, or what? Kind of how did that conversation go?
It went great,
Okay.
but they've all gone great. All the conversations have gone great once they started. So I can't really.
It's just a matter of doing it if they're really gonna.
They keep saying that and then going that way, and then it becomes another
There's
hurdle.
another obstacle. And
Yeah,
then-
but I'm okay with that. I'm just going through it. It is what it is, and
How are you feeling?
pretty rough. I'm
Pretty
supposed to
rough.
2 times now. Surgery's been scheduled, and whole process has been going on 12 weeks with him now, or 11 and a half weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
Don't you do it? Don't you do it?
He likes the
Don't
plans.
You do it? Go play. Go.
Is he allowed to go outside?
No, I closed the screen.
Oh, okay.
Shut
The screen's
inside,
closed. Okay.
But you know, I mean, God has been great in all ways. Like once it became the repairs got hooked up to having to have a place. A week
Right.
later, we found a place, and Mitzi and Randy have gone up there already
Right. That's what I heard.
to be my caregivers, and they did everything through Faithful Fools. New trailer, well, new then, $1,500. Fifth wheel, just gorgeous.
Oh, really?
Faithful Fools bought it. They paid part of the registration, and they paid part of it, and the moving costs to the
Oh,
place,
wow.
all in about 5 days.
I didn't know
And
that.
it's taken me to 11 weeks.
That's
And
crazy.
It's just crazy. Yeah, it's real
I
political.
know. I know you're just ready for this whole thing, just so you can go relax,
I'm
not
just
have
like
to do this shit anymore.
blowing
you
up
know?
fireworks around my trailer at night is the hard part. That's
Yeah.
the really hard part, and it's not July 4th stuff. It was last night. They were really close, you know, threats and bullshit
Yeah.
and stuff. But I'm, you know, I'm
Well,
here.
hopefully it
yeah.
won't be too much longer.
Yeah,
Hopefully
I
things will
feel-
start rolling and we'll be able to get you some support and get you out there.
I feel like God has His purposes. You know,
Yeah.
He's doing what He's doing,
Yeah.
and I feel fortunate to have Mitzi and Randy up there waiting, and they're kind of bugging. You know, she's like, "What's up? When are you coming?" And you know,
Yeah.
and I love that. You know, I like
Yeah.
that someone cares. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah. She can be she can be a bit much at times to deal with, but she has a good heart.
she made
and
Union
she,
delicate.
Yeah,
She showed me her
I heard.
thing. I was so
I
proud
heard.
of her. I just was
I
like
heard.
like a kid had done it. One of my kids had done
Yeah.
it. She's
But
tough.
she's got a good heart though,
She's
and
tough,
she
she's
really
tough,
looks
she's
out for
tough.
people. She
She
know,
does.
I've always admired her about that. Like she just new people needing support, help, whatever. She's always
Yeah.
kind of like,
We've been friends for
Come
like 12
along.
years. Yeah, a long
Yeah.
time. Yeah. So I've known them
I'm
for a
happy
while.
that you have someone.
Well, they knew
to-
Greg too, so you know,
Yeah.
that really kind of adds to the feeling of family.
family, right? Because
Yeah.
they know what
And they know the lifestyle too. That's what I like. You know, like
Yeah.
they'll make good caregivers because they've been around people who've died before. You know, multiple people, so they're
Mhm.
not like.
Yeah.
You gotta pick up Joe.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me just say bye to Ramona real quick. Yeah.
Thanks for stopping in. I thought you were by yourself.
No. I'm with
that's okay.
Trina, but I was
she gotta
in-
go. Yeah, she got some.
I was
meeting.
on the phone. I have,
Yeah.
because I kind of I don't do the district outreach anymore. I do more of like the training now.
Cool.
So, but I knew she was coming over here, and I just
Oh,
really
thank
wanted to
you.
come along for the ride and see you. I
Yeah,
didn't
you
see
saw
you
the
in a
place when I
while, and
first got it.
Yeah.
You had come in and it was frozen.
that's why I was like,
It
I was
was
like,
frozen.
wow,
I
it
was-
has really.
I slept in my car the first week of cleaning it up because it was just
Yeah.
like, and there was
Just too much.
raccoons had been in here and eaten a
Mm.
bunch of stuff. and-
Yeah.
But not anything really important. Like I found my cards, he'd given me
Yeah.
for anniversaries
Oh,
and stuff.
good.
And the box was chewed.
But the cards were okay.
There was not a bite
Oh,
mark out of the card.
good.
You know, so I was
Good,
like,
good,
"Oh,
good. Did you
yeah."
store them away like
No, I
safely
got
in
him right
something?
there. Oh,
Okay.
no, I got him with the
Oh, you got
ribbon.
them right there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you have all of them. I love
Yeah,
that.
none of the photos got messed up. So,
Good.
you know, a lot of
good.
legal papers, but you
Yeah.
know,
What else? I mean, you
yeah,
know.
life is still goes away.
Yeah.
But
But the important stuff
that's
that
why
means a lot to
why
you.
I can't lose this RV because he doesn't feel dead in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
When
He's here.
I stayed a whole day taking care of Mitzi's trailer when she went to buy the new one. I was gone from here like 7 hours. I realized how bad off I am. I can't be away from this thing more than half an hour or two without it being like, you know,
Yeah.
like I was mental by the time I got back home.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so it doesn't. If it's a fantasy I've got going that he's in the living room watching TV, then that's what it takes to get through this. That's what I got to do.
Yeah.
Because this cancer stuff is no fun.
I
Like
know.
the cancer sweats at night have started, and I don't have a shower, and I'm just like.
Oh, because that would ideally be where you can sit and
And
soak.
up there they have a laundry, they have showers, they have
Good.
bathrooms, they have you know the
Good.
you know,
Yeah.
civilization.
It's like fully like.
Yeah, it's a full RV
yeah.
park and everything, and so they're just
Good.
having a hard time getting their criteria met, I guess. And so,
Well,
patience.
we're gonna get you out of here though.
Yeah, I'm
We're gonna get you
hoping.
out
It's
of
been
here.
like 6 months now.
Yeah. It's been a long time. It's been a long time.
Yeah, and I've been playing the political.
I know.
You know.
But it's your turn to.
Like.
You need to just relax. You need to relax. And take care of yourself. Well, I love you, Ramona. You still have my number, right?
I don't know. I don't think I do.
Well, I'm gonna text you from. I'll text you from my work phone again because I have your number.
Okay, text me. Yeah.
Here, write it down. I'll give it to you anyways. It's 415-470-3714. You should have it unless you got a different phone, but you know you can always call me.
Sometimes if they come and want to try to get rid of me, I need a hot team to answer.
You can always call me.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like maybe middle of the night. I mean, you know, or something. And
Just
I can
call
say,
me.
I've got a hot team person.
Yeah.
Don't do this
Just call
to
me.
Because when they come, I'm pretty hysterical. Like
yeah. Well, they should just leave you the fuck alone. You're trying to get out of here.
I've threatened to blow myself up with a propane bottle in the beginning when they were really aggressive.
I know when it was. Yeah, I remember that.
I really just.
Well, they need to just give you.
And now it's like, and I'm telling this FMTA, if they take this thing, I'll just go sit in front of City Hall and not eat or drink, and you will suffer. You will suffer from infamy to have a gypsy.
Leave me alone. I'm getting out of here. I'm leaving. I need a couple more things. It's not held up because of you. It's just the process. You're leaving. They need to just give you a break. But you can always call me, Ramona. You can always call me.
I appreciate y'all's help so
even
much.
just to tell me hello. And I will call you too.
Right on.
I just am so happy to see you. I'm so sorry you're not feeling well.
Thank you.
You know, my prayers are always with you.
We don't know what God has in
You've been through a lot. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. One day at a time, okay?
Thanks for seeing the house.
Yeah. When I get some more time, I'll have to come back and check.
Wait until we get it all. Wait until we get it all taken out.
I know.
And Mitzi's the carpenter.
Right
up there, right?
She put the floor in and everything.
We're really
So I'll come back around, okay?
all right.
All right. Bye, honey.
Bye.
Bye, sweetie. Do you want this open or closed?
Let me close it.
You want it closed?
Yeah, they're learning how to get out.
Okay. Bye.